truth.
The whole essence of this panel, we are to extract confessions from all those people who were brought before the panel.
Oh, I wouldn't know that. It was the NIA who are responsible, not me. We were just there to see what is happening. The NIA were doing their job, Counsel.
I accept.
Yes.
The NIA were doing their job.
Yes.
Okay. What I want you to tell us is, what was Yaya Jammeh expecting from this panel?
We expect the NIA to give him a strong feedback as per the allegations.
Martin, stop.
No, I'm telling you, he wanted them to give him a feedback as per those who are part of the coup.
He wanted to receive confessions.
Yes. He wants to know, Counsel.
Confession and wanting to know, and confession and feedback are completely different. My proposition to you is that Yaya Jammeh wanted to receive confessions from those who were implicated, no matter what.
Alleged. Yes. Yes, that's true.
That is true.
Yes.
That is your testimony.
Yes, that's true. He wants to know because they are alleged.
Listen carefully. My proposition to you is that Yaya Jammeh wanted to receive confessions.
Yes, correct.
From all those who were implicated in this coup,
exactly.
No matter how those confessions were obtained.
Exactly.
And he sent you to be his eyes and his ears.
Oh, not me alone.
Yes. Okay, you
we are a team. Almamo was there, Musa Jammeh was.
That's right. Okay.
Even the IG was there. Yes.
We will come to that.
Okay.
We will come to that. So your team was sent to be the observers and the listeners for Yaya Jammeh.
Exactly.
To make sure that those confessions are obtained.
Yes. Correct.
And no matter how those confessions were obtained. That is your testimony.
Yes.
So now let's try to understand how those teams were organized. Can you tell us the various
and solely responsibility to carry out the investigation? But along the line, you have the IG was there.
The police component that was there, what were they to do?
No, well, they were there as investigators. They investigate too.
And what were the tasks assigned to them?
Yes, for them to investigate.
But you've just told us that it was the sole responsibility
of
the
police too. The police too. Yeah, go ahead.
Hear the question.
Yes.
If we speak over each other, you won't understand the question, and we also pose a problem for the interpreters. Let's listen to one another, okay? So, I want us to understand. Look, you are helping the commission.
Exactly.
So we want you to explain to us what were the institutional arrangements at the time? Which institution was responsible for what? That is what we want to know.
Yes, at that time you will just see all of them there and doing the same job. The police were there investigating, the NIA too, they were doing their job at the headquarters of the NIA.
What was the job of the NIA?
Yes, investigating.
And what was the job of the police?
Investigating.
And what was the job of your group?
Yes, for us to observe. And listen.
Okay.
Yes.
I put it to you that the job of the NIA was to pose the questions to those who were accused of planning to overthrow the government.
Exactly. That's what I said.
And the police were there to write the statements of these people.
Maybe that's what that was their role.
All
they were there on
in fact, all the statements were written by the police.
I wouldn't know because we'll not know who gave statements. For us, we think
But you were there to observe for Yaya Jammeh.
Yes, we observe and then report back to him.
And you wouldn't know who wrote the statements.
Statements will always come from the NIA. Counsel? It's at their headquarters. NIA headquarters, the Director General is there. He will must write a report to the President.
We're not talking about reports. We're talking about the statements
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
those who
And
were
then
interrogated.
Yes, they will interrogate and send a comprehensive report to the President about the statement.
Forget about report for the time being.
Okay.
Let's talk about the statement of a witness who appears before the panel.
Exactly.
Who takes the statements? Who writes down the
The
statements?
police were there, and then the NIA too were there.
Which unit, which outfit would write the statements?
Counsel, at that time, you will see everybody writing. The police were there taking note. NIA too were there taking note. That's how the panel was.
Do you understand what is statement taking?
Of course. You take statement of somebody who, yes.
And how does that process unfold? What happens in that process?
Yes, they question and then they write. They take statement of the individual.
And okay.
Yes, they will question and then they write statements.
Before the entire panel or separately in another room?
Come. There, people will write statement there at the panel.
But the information we have is that witnesses would come before the panel, they would be asked questions, and when they are ready, the person would be sent to a separate room, and the police would take a statement.
I would not. I can't recall that. I mean, I can.
So, okay, but you agree that the police were there?
No, they were there taking statements. The NIA too were there doing that.
And you have the panel members asking questions.
Exactly.
And you have your group
yes.
Observing what was happening.
What is
Is there any other group from State House participating in this process?
And that was the arresting group, the escort group.
And apart from arresting and escorting, what were their responsibilities?
They always beat, torture.
So we want you to explain to the Commission and to the Gambian people how this system operated. You had various components of the state put together by Jame, and you said the objective was to extract confessions from these people. So can you explain how this mix worked to produce the confessions that Jame wanted?
No, the NIA were just investigating, and then the jugglers were responsible of escorting, and then beating if you refuse to talk. And that was their mode of operandi. Their modus operandi was beating if you refuse to talk.
Okay. Thank you for that answer. That is what we were looking for. But we want you to break it down to that primary 3 child who is sitting next to his mother watching television. That child wants to understand how the government was doing it. Break it down bit by bit. Explain the various parties, their roles and what they were doing to extract these confessions for Yahya Jammeh.
Oh, the junglers were the ones responsible of arresting at that time, especially during Cham's era. Yes, they go for arrest. Anybody who is mentioned, who is part of it, they have to go and then arrest you.
Okay, so when they arrest, what do they do?
They arrest you, take you to mile 2 first, and then take you back to the NIA for questioning.
And explain to us the setting of that questioning. How would it unfold?
No, it's the panel. That's the panel. That's what I'm saying.
So the panel would be sitting
like,
just like the commissioners.
Yes, like the commission. No, it's just like a
U-shape.
Yeah.
Like a U-shape.
Yes, and then he will be sitting there, and then they will be questioning him.
Okay, and who would be seated around the table?
All the officers will be sitting. NIA officers, the police, and then they will bring in the guy who is accused.
Who would be bringing the guy accused?
Yeah, the junglers will bring.
The junglers will bring in the guy accused. So then the person would be asked questions.
Yes.
Okay, if the person does not answer,
answering, then the junglers will take you out.
So the junglers would come back in,
take you out,
and take the person out.
Yeah, out,
and
then deal with you.
And what would that involve? That dealing with you?
Yes.
What would that involve? Dealing with you.
Yes.
What would that
torture?
So they'll torture the person.
Yes.
And while the panel members are there, they will be hearing the cries and the wailing of the person.
No, it will be far. You will not basically per se hear the cries, but they will beat you, and then if you are back, you will definitely know that you were beaten.
So the panel members are there knowing that this person is really being tortured at the moment.
Yes.
So they wait for the torture to continue. They wait for the torture to happen, and then the person would be brought back.
Yes, yes.
So, so when the person is brought back, the panel members know that the person has been tortured.
Yes, they will know that he has been well taken care of.
Well taken care of means well tortured.
Yes.
Mercilessly.
Yes.
Okay. And then the questioning would continue.
Yes.
Until they get what they want.
Exactly.
And which would be a confession.
Indeed.
And that confession is what they would present to Yahya Jammeh.
Yes.
And also the person would be paraded on national television.
Yes, at that time, yes.
And then a confession, they would stage the recitation of a confession.
Well, yes, that's what they will do.
And that is what you guys were doing.
We were not doing that.
Who was doing it?
Yes.
Who was doing it?
You mean no, I'm not saying the torture. The junglers, they tortured.
No, what I am saying is that is what this group that Yahya Jammeh assembled, that is what you were doing.
You mean the panel?
Yes.
The panel?
Yes.
Yes.
The whole group.
Yeah.
All members.
Yes,
that's what they were doing.
The
They were all put together with the objective of extracting a confession which they would put before Yahya Jammeh.
Yeah.
That is your testimony.
Yes.
Okay. So now let's look at the activities of this panel in 2006. The Ndur Cham panel.
That is the panel that you are talking about.
Yes, you participated in that panel. Correct?
That panel. Yes, I was there as observer. Yes.
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 The representative of State House.
Yes.
And who was present? Who were the members of this panel?
Yeah. Haidara was there.
What was his first name? Is it Muhammad?
I think it's Muhammad.
Momodu?
No.
Can you describe him?
Fair, correct?
Tall or short?
Yeah. With tall.
Of which institution?
NI.
So Haidara, tall, light-skinned Haidara from the NIA.
Yes.
He was there.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah. From the State House, I was there. Al-Mamu.
What was Haidara's position?
Yeah, he was the director. He was a director.
Deputy Director General
yes,
or Director?
Either deputy or director. He was.
Okay. He was a very senior officer.
Senior officer, yeah.
Okay. And from the State House, who represented the State House?
I was there. Al-Mamu was there. Musa Jammeh was there.
So,
I remember, yeah.
Tumbul Tamba?
Tumbul was with the jugglers.
Was he there?
He was, but he was with the junglers.
Okay. Yes. All right.
He was the one doing the escort.
So the State House representatives were yourself. At this stage, what rank were you?
Was the second lieutenant.
Okay. And Musa Jammeh? What rank?
He was a captain. He was a lieutenant. He's senior.
And Al-Mamu Mane?
Was a lieutenant too.
So you have 3 lieutenants from State House representing Jammeh.
Yes.
All right. And then the other group from the junglers.
Not per se representing Jammeh. We just be there as observers.
Observing for who?
Yes.
Observing for who? For Jammeh.
Yes.
Okay, so you were the Jammeh observers,
yes.
not the Jammeh representatives.
Yes. We went to observe.
Okay. Good. So and then you have the junglers.
Yes.
And the junglers were also part of the State Guard.
Yes.
And State Guards are based in State House.
Yes, but they were not based at State House.
State Guards are mostly based in State House.
Yes.
Okay. And then you have this jungler team.
Yes.
Okay. And that comprised of who? Tumbul Tamba, you said? Who else?
Fasane,
Mustafa Sane,
Baji, Noah, Baji,
Nuha Baji,
Rambo.
Rambo. What's Rambo's first name?
Jaju.
Huh?
Jaju.
Speak up, speak up.
Jaju.
Okay.
Jaju.
Okay. Is it Modlamin Jaju or Modi
Something,
Jaju?
yeah.
Rambo, alias
Yeah,
Rambo.
alias.
And who else? Michael Sankore?
Sankore.
And who else?
I think that was it.
Manlafikor? The first few sessions was Manlafikor there.
Manlafi?
Yes.
Can't remember. But Manlafi was not a Jongola.
Hold a second. Huh? And in terms of representation from the army, who was there?
I said it. Three of us.
So, you were the Jame observers.
Yes.
Okay? Who were the representatives of the military?
The military.
Who was the most senior military personnel in that panel?
At the time, we were the most senior. Musa Jame was the senior at the time.
How about Langtombong Tamba?
During that time, as I said, I didn't see Langtombong Tamba there. Maybe after, but during that time, Langtombong was not there.
The evidence we received is that throughout this process, Langtombong Tamba was there representing the army.
Yeah, it might be. My memory could serve me well. Langtombong can be there. But as I said, I didn't remember sitting with Langtombong within the same panel.
In fact, how many people would you normally have in the room?
Yeah, it is almost 15 to 20. It's a big hall.
What do you say what do you say to the suggestion that there were all about 30 people? You had Bunja Dabo's testimony yesterday.
Yeah, you mean the investigators?
All the members of the panel.
Yes. As I said, it's a big hall. That's what I'm saying.
Very intimidating atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah. That was the circumstances at the time. That's how it was.
So you accept it was menacing,
Yeah,
it was intimidating.
It was tough, Council. How it was.
And you all orchestrated and organized the creation of that menacing atmosphere.
Oh, the NIA were responsible.
But they didn't do it alone, did they?
Yes.
You were there in your military uniforms. The junglers were there with their guns.
Yes.
Wearing black.
Then coup attempt, they will wear black. That was the time. It was a coup attempt.
I understand.
Yes.
But what
So
we're just saying is
everybody was on standby.
Yes.
Everybody with
Yes.
arms full.
so, and that all that mix contributed to creating that menacing atmosphere.
Come again? I'm not getting you clear, Council.
I say your presence, the presence of the police, the presence of the top bra in the military, the presence of the junglers and their weapons, wearing black, all of that put together created that fearful environment for anybody who was brought there to be interviewed.
At the time, yes. That's how the situation was.
So you agree?
Yes, that's how the situation was. Coup attempt, you'll see different types of uniforms.
What rank was Langtombong Tamba at this stage?
Colonel?
What position did he hold?
George Chams, he was the deputy chief of defense staff.
And who was his boss, his immediate boss?
Nur Cham.
And what had happened to Nur Cham at this stage?
Nur Cham was away.
Away for what reason?
For the coup. He ran away.
He ran away?
Yes.
So when he ran away, who was the natural successor to Nur Cham in that position?
We have a lot of officers at the time.
Listen to the question.
Sar is there, others were there.
Listen to the question. Who was the natural successor? Who was next in line for the succession?
Hassan Sar.
No, Hassan Sar was removed as CDS.
Yes.
And Nur Cham installed as CDS.
Yes.
And Lang Tombong was his deputy.
Yes. Then next is Lang Tombong.
So Lang Tombong was next in line
Yes.
to become CDS.
Yes.
And who was chosen to conduct the investigations on behalf of the army?
Yeah, of the army, it will be Lang Tombong.
So Lang Tombong was there investigating his immediate superior,
Who did the coup?
who is alleged to have been doing a coup.
Yes.
And Lang Tombong was investigating.
Yes. He will.
All right.
Japan.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But you don't see it, do you?
Who?
Lang Tombong was supposed to be the person to move up next.
Next. Yeah.
That
in
is,
line.
If Nur Cham was found to have been making a coup.
Exactly correct.
And Lang Tombong is chosen to investigate Nur Cham in order to determine whether Nur Cham was doing a coup.
Yes.
And you don't see anything wrong with that?
No, nothing wrong. If you get instructions, you will go and investigate anybody.
Perfect.
Yes.
And the instructions you were given by Jame was to extract confessions. That's what you said.
To extract, to go and find out.
You agreed earlier on
Yes.
that the instructions were that you must bring back confessions.
Exactly. Exactly.
So there was no option of bringing back anything to Jame other than a confession.
That was how it was.
Good. And the confessions were to be extracted through torture and questioning.
Actually, yes.
Through questioning and torture.
Yeah, beating.
Yes. Okay, so now let's look at what has happened to some individuals. You have had Bunja Dabo testify yesterday.
Correct.
And he said when he was brought before the panel, he was asked questions. And when he answered, you were not satisfied with his answers. And you told him sternly that you think we are here joking. And then you got up, walked over to him, and gave him a very bad slap at the back. And then you tore his shirt.
No, that's not true. Would not do that. Yeah.
Are you just ashamed to say that?
No, I'm not ashamed. I would not do that for Bunja. I trained Bunja.
There were 30 people or more in that room.
Yes.
And you trained Bunja. He should have that degree of respect to you.
Absolutely.
And you have that relationship.
Absolutely.
Why would he lie against you? And
People are saying things that are not happening, Council.
yes, but of all the people who
It's
were
not that
there,
whosoever says something is true. So I'm not saying the truth.
so the question is,
I'm saying the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I swear.
that's what
And that's
Bunja
what I'm telling
also
you.
said.
Yes.
That is what Bunja also
Yes, that's
said.
what he said.
But here you are sitting saying that Bunja
That's
is
what I'm telling
lying.
you. If it happens, I will tell you it's true. It's not true. Yes.
You did not do that.
No. Slap him, beat him, tear his... No. He was there, being questioned, of course.
Did anybody slap him while he was being questioned there?
No, he was taken out. The time I do know that he was dealt with by the junglers outside.
He was taken and
Yes,
tortured by the
yes,
junglers.
yes.
Did you stop the junglers from doing the torture?
stop the junglers at that time. You will not stop the junglers of doing that.
So you allowed them
No.
to do the torture?
Yes, they must.
Langtombong, did he stop the junglers from doing the torture?
He will not stop the junglers, no.
So they would all allow the junglers to do the torture?
At that time.
And then the person would be brought back?
Yes.
And then the interview would the interrogation would continue as if nothing wrong has happened?
Yes.
And then the person would confess?
Yes, you have to.
And that confession would be written down? And an independent witness would be brought in to sign that confession as if nothing has happened?
No, it's not like that. The NIA will do the job. They will do, yes. It's not that by doing all those things. It was not like that, Counsel.
How was it like?
Yes, there will be correction, and then they will prepare your statement, and that's how it was with the NIA, at the police.
So the statement would be prepared after
Yes.
the person is beaten mercilessly?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And the statement would only be prepared after the person has confessed?
Yes, of course.
And under the laws of this country,
A coup attempt, you must say something.
you must say something.
Yes, that was how it
And
was.
if you don't say
Something,
something,
you dance for the tune.
oh,
yes.
Okay.
That was the coup attempt.
And
You must dance
dancing to the tune,
Oh yeah.
dancing to the tune
Absolutely.
means being sent to the junglers.
Not that we said, yes, for that purpose, for
Yeah.
those people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And you all sat there supervising it, making sure everything went
No,
well.
it was with the jugglers. We were in the room. The jugglers will take you out, and
Yes.
then yes.
But
we were inside the panel room.
yeah, but that was
But
the
what was
system.
happening is there is Tamba who was taking care of that. Tumble
Yes,
Tamba.
but that
That is
was
the junglers.
the system. The
But that
system,
was how it was happening. Council?
we agree.
Yes.
That is how it was happening.
Yes.
But what was happening then was a system.
Yes.
And the system comprised of different components, each specializing in doing one thing or another.
Yes.
The junglers, the torturing, you doing the Jame observations, and the Langtombong and Co. and the NIA asking the questions.
As I said, I didn't see Lang Tombong there.
Okay.
Yes.
You did not see that?
Don't quote me. Yeah.
Yes,
He
you did
never
not
beat
see
me
him.
there. Maybe after or so.
Okay.
Yes.
The senior officers would be there asking the questions.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right? The junglers would be doing the torturing.
Exactly.
And the police and the NIA would be writing the statements.
Absolutely. Correct.
But you know that under the laws of this country, you cannot go to court with a confession that is not signed by an independent witness.
Well, that was how things were unfolding, Council. That was how it was.
Okay.
Yes.
The question is, under the laws of this country,
Yes.
at the time,
Yes.
a confession was only admissible in court if the confession was signed or made in the presence of an independent witness.
Okay. Okay.
So the police would always bring an independent witness to sign these confessions.
Okay.
And these confessions were obtained by torture.
Okay.
No? Yes or no?
No, you.
The confessions were obtained through torture.
Yes, through torture. Of course, they will beat you to find out whether you are part of the coup or not.
Okay. And
Yes.
then when you accept to have been part of the coup,
Yes.
they would write a statement.
A statement.
And then they will bring an independent witness
Yes.
to come and say that you made this statement.
Yeah, correct.
But it would not say that it was as a result of torture.
No, at that time, no.
So the statements were all false. All those statements that were signed by these independent witnesses were all fraudulently obtained.
You can say, yeah, it will.
They were all false.
We didn't know at that time.
We have a newspaper article here from the Foroya. It's issue number 24 of 2007, dated February 28 to March 1st, 2007. And it deals with some of the statements made by some of the people that you interrogated.
Come again? Can you repeat that?
By some of the people that you interrogated.
Where?
At mile 2. And this is interesting. Perhaps we should read out from this document a bit of what is stated to have happened.
This was when?
This same Durcham issue is 2007.
Thank you.
A publication.
Okay.
It says, Second Lieutenant Faring Sanyang of the Gambia Armed Forces. This is a direct reporting of what happened during the court-martial.
By whom?
It was reported by Foroya.
Okay.
We would produce the original because it's an extract from the web. Okay. In fact, your picture is in the news article.
My pictures will be all over. That was me, very close to Jame, so you will see me all over. That's how I am. If you click anywhere in the YouTube also, you see me with Jame. Yes, you said it. I'm so close to him, so you'll see my photos.
On this occasion, it is not about your closeness to Jame. It is about you carrying out the torture for Jame.
Can you come in? Who?
I'm saying this article is not about you being close to Jame. It's about you being a torturer for Jame.
Yes, that is
what it said. But let me read out excerpts of this for you to hear. And it says, Faring Sanyang of the Gambia Armed Forces, who is standing trial for his alleged involvement in the March 21st, 2000 abortive coup plot against the government of the Gambia, has informed the court that he was subjected to serious torture before his statement was obtained. Continuing his testimony, Second Lieutenant Sanyang indicated that while he was in the vehicle with Lance Corporal Malik Jatta, Corporal Ismaila Jame, and Private Aliu Jeng, he was maltreated by Malik Jatta. Malik Jatta told me, yesterday was your day, but today is my day. I asked him, how can you talk to me like that? He told me he would show me what he was going to do next. He tore off my uniform and started putting off his cigarette on my shoulder. The cigarette burned my skin, and I still have the scars. Sanyang lamented. He said that Corporal Ismaila Jame intervened and told Malik Jatta, how can you talk to him like this? Malik responded by saying, this is an order that I received. Corporal Jame told him that all orders are received, but not all orders are executed, he stressed. Sanyang said that on the way to the NIA headquarters, Malik Jatta started hitting him with his pistol on his head. He said he sustained about 4 injuries and blood was oozing from the wounds into his eyes and dripping down onto his uniform. He said that at the NIA, while he was asked to disembark from the vehicle, Malik Jatta attempted to clear off his legs from the ground, and that he was quick to jump and avoid his kick. He noted that when Malik missed him, On his attempt, he fell on the ground. He said that Malik became very angry and pulled a small-sized hammer from under the seat of the vehicle. He hit me at my left jaw and a tooth was broken. As I spat on the ground, broken pieces of my tooth fell out on the ground, he emphasized. Sanyang pointed out that he was later taken to the back of the main building and was instructed to kneel down, but he said he refused, saying, "My subordinates cannot order me to kneel down on the ground." He indicated that Malik Jatta told him that orders are no more his, but that it was him, Jatta, who was in charge. Then he attempted to slap me, but I blocked him with my hands, and he repeated the attempts 3 times, all of which I blocked, said Faring. Lieutenant Sanyang narrated that Malik Jatta then pulled out a knife and attempted to stab him on his face, but he blocked that also. He said that the struggle between him and Jatta continued until the handcuffs on him became very tight and his muscles became weak. I could not block his attempts with strength, and I sustained severe injuries from stabbing at my left and right hand. I was bleeding from the hand and blood was coming from my head and my mouth started to swell. I was in severe pain. Sanyang stressed. He said that Malik Jatta continued striking him with the bayonet until he lost balance and fell on the ground. While I was struggling to get up, Malik Jatta gave me a blow at the back of my head and I fell down. At that point, Corporal Ismail Ajame and Private Aliu Jeng came and picked me up, and there they took me before the panel, said Sanyang. Lieutenant Sanyang said he was semi-conscious at the time he reached the panel. He said Modu Haidara of the National Intelligence Agency, NIA, was asking him questions, but that he could not understand the questions. He said that Haidara then ordered him to be taken to Mile 2 prisons until he was conscious enough to answer their questions. He said that at that point, Colonel Langtombong Tamba arrived, and when he saw him in that terrible condition, Tamba asked him, "Who did this to you?" I told him it was the soldiers who were treating me like this. Tamba said, "How can the boys do this when we are on the investigations?" Sanyang said. Faring said that Captain Alhagie Martin came later and Colonel Tamba ordered him to go back to State House and bring the soldiers to escort him to Mile 2 prisons. He said he was later escorted to Mile 2 prison by Captain Martin, WO2 Armando Jatta, Sergeant Pa Omar Ja, and Lance Corporal Bakari Sonko. Going further, Second Lieutenant Faring Sanyang said that he was again taken before the panel for investigations on the alleged coup plot at the NIA headquarters. He said Captain Musa Jame, then Lieutenant, alias Malia Mungu, came in and said, "Hey, Commando, what are you doing here?" I asked him, "Are you not the one who arrested me? And now you are asking me what I am doing here." Then he told me, "Finally you are in my trap," said Sanyang. Lieutenant Sanyang indicated that Haidara asked him about the coup plot. He insisted that he did not know anything about it until Captain Famarajame informed him, and they also informed their commander, Major Njai. He said that Haidara insisted that he, Sanyang, knew something about the coup and that he was part of it. He said that Haidara told him that they were already told by others about his involvement. I asked him, "How can I be part of the coup that is plotted against the government. And I went to receive the president at the airport, and I was responsible for the airport security, and I was fully armed and equipped. If I was part of it, I would have carried it out because I have the troops at my disposal at the airport, Sanyang stress. Let me stop here for now. Does that describe the kind of situation that was unfolding at the NIA and the panels?
Might be true.
And the role that was described of you, would that also be correct?
Which role?
That when Sanyang was brought back in, Lam Tombong came in and asked who did that to him, who beat him to the point of almost unconsciousness. And you walked in, and Sanyang Tambong ordered you that go to State House and bring these guys to take this man back to NIA.
No, that's not true.
You deny that.
Very well. That's not true.
Barring two is lying.
Yes.
Okay. So of all the things he said, this is the only point you suggesting he's lying.
He's lying.
How about you being there with Lang Tombong?
Where?
At the NIA premises?
No. I was not there with Latombo.
So that too he's lying.
He's lying.
All right. So let us proceed. Towards the end, he said, just let me proceed from here. I insisted, and he, Haidara, brought a bunch of papers and told me that those papers contained the information about the people who were arrested before me. He said that WO2 Fali Jabang said, hey, look, you are not here for a joke. You must accept that you are part of it. He said that there was a push and pull between him and Jabang, and Haidara gave him a blank paper, and that he wrote a statement. But the panel was not satisfied with the content of it. Then Musa Jame, who was standing behind me, said, this man is hard-hearted. If he is not forced, he will not write a statement to accept that he is part of it, he explained. He indicated that Captain Musa Jame told him that if he did not write a statement to say that he knew something about it and was part of the coup, they were going to deal with him. He said he was later taken to another room and was ordered to write another statement, but that he insisted that they should bring the other statement for him to copy from that. He said that Lamin Cham insisted that he should write a separate statement. He noted that Cham then went to the panelists and informed them that he, Sanyang, was not cooperating to write a new one. He indicated that Lamin Cham and Musa Jame came and told him that if he failed to write that time, they would show him how to write it. He said that he also insisted that his first statement should be brought, or he would not write a new one. Musa Jame brought 2 electric wires, black and red, and told me that if I do not write a statement to indicate that I was part of the coup, they would fix me on the electric wires, he said. Sanyang pointed out that he thought that Musa was just threatening him, and that he further insisted on not writing. Musa then placed the wires on my right hand and plastered them, and asked, are you going to write or not? And I still insisted. He then put the wires on the electric socket and put it on, and I started screaming. It was too painful because the current was burning my hand. Are these things that would happen?
No, I don't know. I'm just hearing it. Just hearing it.
But would these type of tortures happen at the NIA?
No, I didn't see this type of tortures there the time we were there.
And Faring went on to say, while I was screaming, Captain Martin came in and switched off the current. Martin told me to accept to write a statement just to save my life. I told Martin, what I wrote is what I know. And if I wrote something else, that means I would be lying. Then Musa switched on the current again, and I started to scream again. Just to save my life, I agreed to write, and I wrote lies based on the statements of the arrested people before me. I wrote the statement under forceful order and terrible condition, and I was feeling terrible pain, Faring said. That you also deny?
This is testimony. Big lie. Big lie.
So it is only a big lie when your name is mentioned?
Yes. My name will be mentioned. It was mentioned, but I'm not that type, Counsel. I am somebody.
What type are you?
Yeah.
What type are you?
Yeah.
You are the type that would sit there and get your men to beat up on somebody who is
no, not basically get the men to beat at the time. It was how the situation was at the time.
Yes, we just trying to dissect which type you are.
Yes.
You said you are not that type.
Absolutely.
Who would do electric shocking.
Oh, of course. And I've never seen that even.
But you are the type who would sit there and get your men to beat somebody who is in handcuffs.
Yes, that
and you are the type who would sit there and direct your men to put plastic bags over somebody who is in handcuffs.
Yeah, yeah.
And beat that person.
Yeah.
And extract confessions from them.
Yeah.
How different are you from the guy who was shocked?
Well, as I said, Faring is just lying. That I can tell you.
How different are you from Musa Jame, who would put his detainees on electric shock? How different are you? Both of you are torturers, aren't you?
No, I'm not a torturer.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't torture.
Time is up, Mr. Chair, for the lunch break. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Emma Council. We will take a 1 hour break and come back at 2:30. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
We have all the answers for your beauty quest, all the means to beautify you.
Welcome to Skincare Plus of the Gambia. Dalal lañ ak jàmm the Skincare Plus of the Gambia. Mbal Diala Skincare Plus of the Gambia. But where we're going to start with is one of our star products, 55H Plus Paris. We do have 4 different formulas of 55H Plus, starting from the Harmony Carrot product to Efficacate Replicate to Multi-Action, and also the formula that is perfect for those that are suffering from acne. The second product I am going to introduce you guys to is our milk protein, which is an excellent product. Main ingredient in this product is alpha hydroxy, which is known to be clearing the skin in such a beautiful way. Now, moving right along, we're going to move to another star product of ours, which is Lighten Up. We do have Lighten Up Regular, Lighten Up Plus Regular, and Lighten Up Gold. Lighten Up Gold is indeed a star product. Bii moom dafa nekk product boo xam ne duñ dee never have enough of it in stock. It literally just jumps out of our shelves like at the speed of lightning. Lighten Up Gold. We're gonna get to talk a little bit more about Lighten Up Gold in probably another edition. My brand, my favorite brand, or my ex-favorite brand, that is, because I have switched now, is Kiwi Eye. We do have 4 different formulas of our Kiwi Eye brand. Oriental, képp ku ma xam Kiwi Eye Oriental nga ma xamee. man product bi rek ci laa daan kontaan waaye léegi nag switch na loolu dinañ ci waxaat ci kanam tuuti rek oriental anti-aging perfect pour koo xam ne you're over 40 li tax mooy it has argan oil in it argan oil ñëpp xamee nañ ko ci anti-aging bu loolu passé kiwi eye gold moom mooy kiwi eye brand bi nga xam ne moo gën a ees in the entire kiwi eye range moom tamit daf laa jox a very nice golden complexion soo amee ay cere am ay problème skin this will be your go-to product kiwi eye privilege moo nekk ni baax na lool si ko doon diw sa yaram yaaxu nga bëgg a defaraat xam nga rek def ba baax teg ko ci yoon kiwi eye privilege war naa doon sa xarit kiwi eye multi action moom bu dee like nga almond products almond oils B is what we will recommend to you we get our products directly from Paris suñ Paris products yëpp comes directly from the manufacturer François Bidon moom kenn du ko introduce amal nañ leen the Royal Excellence Carrot moom mi nga xam ne moom moo gën a popular in the entire François Bidon family amal nañ leen ko amal nañ leen Puissance ak amal nañ leen Extreme tamit bu loolu weesoo glow yaa ngi nii glow kenn du ko introduce moom a star product la obviously all the time ñu ngi ko am in stock recently bii mooy coow li diamond glow moom la xale yu jigéen ñi di wóor tay yi yëpp anti binta gaay diamond glow kañ la diamond glow di ñëw well coow jeex na fi mu nekk nii diamond glow is back in stock for the past couple of days xam nga rek pareel kër Fatou beeg yooyu maa ngi switch to express glow xala expressal rek xala glowyal rek moo nekk nii mooy lightning fast glow product bi nga xam ne diwoo ko rek within a week rek am the glow you've been always dreaming of the most popular glow mooy lemon glow bi mooy the most popular one amongst all the glow lines lemon glow bi moom moo gën a popular moom lañ dee gën a jaay but nag ci gàttal amal nañ leen the entire glow correction from diamond glow to extreme glow pure glow cocoa glow lemon glow express glow and obviously carrot glow su loolu passé xam naa ne war ngeen a xam by now ne ñun ñooy represent HT26 Mr Paris ñun ñoo lañ fi nekkal fii si Gambia ñoo lañ indil glutathione product bi mooy seen product bi gën a ees made out of glutathione seen product si amuñ hydroquinone glutathione la am glutathione mooy des new ingredient bi nga xam ne moom la skin care companies yëpp di tiitaroo daal ku defarut glutathione rek definitely yow nekkuloo ci yëf yi so glutathione moom laa nekk di use from last month on and du la xeesal pecc waaye nag dafa setal sa yaram dafa génne all the imperfections which we all have du la weexal tal waaye dafa liisal sa yaram nooyal ko nepp moo nekk nii am nañ the entire collection amal nañ leen lotion bi amal nañ leen cream face cream eye cream what is this one amal nañ leen glycerine amal nañ leen sax ak glutathione product boo xam ne pour lunette la moo nekk nii su loolu passé amal nañ leen the glutathione vitamins seen vitamins yi ñoo nekk nii one a day nga ko jël and not only ne dafa leeral sa yaram but it's a very good anti-aging antioxidant anti-aging vitamin la ci gàttal oil si nekk nii HT26 benn tey rek ñu ngi ci HT26 amal nañ leen 8 different kinds of oil from Barago oil to carrot oil lemon oil name it in skincare oil am nañ ko seen oil si is not only for skin but mun nga use oil si for your hair and some are for your entire body góor ñi indil nañ leen a moisturizer who says na diwi jigéen rek lañ dee jaay xam nga rek yéenay suñ xarit buñ defaree jigéen ñi foog yéen tamit ñu sóoraale lañ amal nañ leen a very very good moisturizer very hydrating from HT26 du la xeesal du la leeral dafa ànd rek nooyal sa yaram HT26 benn tey waxoon naa la ni ñoo fi nekkal HT26 seen top si gel line bi moo nekk nii bii pour koo xam ne la waruloo xeesal really waaye leeral rek nga bëgga leeral noyal mooy bii mooy HT26 Topsy Gel. Topsy Gel tamit amal nañ leen the entire collection. And then moving right along, bente ñu ngi si HT26 waxoon naa leen ni ñun ñoo fi toogal HT26 ma ca Paris. HT26 amal nañ leen almost like 9 different collections from them. Preparation bi moo nekk nii amal nañ leen anti-tache usoon naa ko a couple of months ago, actually about 3 months ago. Moom it says it all. The name says it all. It is anti-tache. So ko use doo am benn tache at all, doo am any spot at all on your skin. Moo nekk nii du xees waaye nag almost xees la in my world. And then amal nañ leen vegetarian boo amoon stretch mark te mu jaaxal la lool dafa fekkut nga ñëw skincare plus. Vegetarian line bi mooy pour stretch mark mooy pour réew so garabi réew ñi ne ko doon laajte amal nañ leen ko from the laboratories of skincare plus Paris. I mean from HT26 Paris, that is. Yes, I can't wait for skincare plus Paris. Anti-aging caviar seen caviar line bi HT26 seen caviar line bi is geared towards anti-aging. Loolu mooy su dee yaa ngi jéem a gis signs of aging and you want to get rid of them, wrinkles, age spots or whatever it is, the caviar line is highly recommended for that kind of individual. Bente ñu ngi si HT26 amal nañ leen tamit another line of product bu ñoo ooyee white essence. White essence ñam 5 different formulas lañ am. bi gën a fort ci white essence mooy expertise moo nekk nii moom moo laa weexaltal moom mooy seen strongest formula. The second strongest formula in white essence mooy caviar. Caviar dina la xeesal ba pare tamit it has anti-aging properties as well because of the caviar extract. Bu loolu passé, the third most lightening product from white essence mooy the perfection bee nekk nii xet gi neex na lool and very nice on the skin. Bu loolu passé, the fourth most lightening product mooy Rapporteur bi mooy seen fourth lightening product. So su dee da nga am just a black beauty, a natural black beauty, nga bëgg ko maintain, but nga bëgg am just that kind of glow, then I will recommend the Transparence. Transparence, mom, the name says it all. It is basically just very transparent. Ku nekk mën na ko use as long as your goal is just to maintain your natural complexion. Moo nekk nii Transparent amal nañ leen the entire line. The soap, the lotion, the oil, the face scrub and the mask.
Your one-stop shop beauty station. We have all the answers for your beauty quest, all the means to beautify.